Alright guys,
What's up, guys? We are back and we're entering Jurassic Park. So we planned that sooner or later we're gonna ride Holly Rapid.
I don't think we're gonna be able to giraffe Twiga.
Simba.
It's the language of Africa. Tunda Mila. Kifara. Kimboko. Duma. Mini.
Oh!
You got it?
I don't think she got it.
This is actually a real animal.
The safari book is off. I think we're about to enter the
Safari.
booking office.
Let's do this. I mean, were we gonna be able to record on this
Yeah, I'm gonna
for? Lizards, squirrels, all those stuff in nature that we've seen before.
Oh, sorry.
Birds are the most common in the world. Birds. Safari bucket.
There we go.
Hello?
What's it?
Anyone here? We're about to enter the booking office. That's what the booking office looks like. Oh, the safari stuff.
Where?
Over there. It's literally says safari step 1. Let's see if we can get a better shot. Yeah, hopefully. Okay, guys, hopefully.
This is just the outside.
Hopefully, see if they can pause. See if they can pause on that. Safari step 1. Okay, see if we can pause on that and see. We see. Oh,
You almost tripped.
sorry.
Look at that. We'll get a better glimpse. You can skip this part if you want. You know, the boring stuff.
Jasmine loves Tasty Planet
I mean, now I do.
for forever.
Don't push me. Look at that. It's actually not a giraffe, it's a lion. Come see us. Go
Big
pet.
Red and her calf, Little Red, they've been removed.
I know. You can pause on this if you want.
Yeah. And that's where the staff room is. The safari staff.
Except we entered without any paying. Wheelchair problem. I mean, whatever they call it. I mean, wheelchair problems? Yeah. Whatever. Motorcycle wheelchairs.
Those are boxes that are
Hippos.
hippos, yeah. That's right, they are. Marabou store. The Marabou store.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
It is not.
The 2 times that we came here, we were like, oh my God, I wish you would raise.
Yeah.
This is
Then you can't, they can't see it.
Don't zoom in that much.
okay when you're like in the shade.
Returns important nutrients to the soil. In Harambe's open bush country, you might see giraffes
Listen, pay
engaged in
attention.
Huh?
Pay attention to the screen. Oh, it's a giraffe. It's a giraffe.
not affectionate behaviour,
Yeah.
but a ritual used to determine dominance between males. The two contestants intertwine their necks, pushing side to side like two humans.
can't see.
Right?
Hopefully we can catch the lion roaring.
The male lion.
Right?
I hope you see a lion.
King of
Hopefully we see that.
supreme hunter of the African plains.
Right, Jasmine?
Right.
Actually spends most of his day sleeping. Contrary to popular belief, it is the females who thrive do nearly all of the hunting. The last 6 years here in Africa, I spent many hours observing
So many
animal
books.
behaviors,
I
trying
know.
to separate facts from
Just to entertain people.
inform you about
Now you can't see the television.
Now I can see more these pretty birds.
Yeah. Come back here. When we come back to Disney in November, we'll make some videos like probably not Slinky Dog Dash. Or maybe should we?
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, we're gonna ride together, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Cheetah. Elephant. Wait. Elephant. A full-grown elephant can eat.
No, that's just the safari already.
Yeah.
Cheetah.
Cheetahs
Cheetahs cannot.
cannot roar. They use high-pitched chirps to call their cubs. Like,
Stroller parking right here. Come on, guys.
oh my god.
Stroller parking.
The zebra.
Like a like us. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. There's footprints.
Up to 20 hours a day and are most active at night.
Oh my god. They're active for 4 hours.
Hippos can outrun a human on land. There's another one over there.
No.
No, there are hippos in Animal Jam.
I want to be
Oh,
the Arabian
next
horse.
sign. Next sign
I
is
want the Arabian. What's wrong with you?
next sign is a
What's
giraffe.
wrong? Your throat hurts?
Next
Sound
sign,
like this.
guys. Next sign is a giraffe. Giraffe.
Guys.
What?
Guys,
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
You
Jasmine.
stop it.
Jasmine.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leave her alone.
What am I doing?
Let her do creative
Yeah.
stuff. Jasmine, I can only see your mask.
It's an epic battle.
No, it's not. I won.
Break it up.
Giraffes. A giraffe can run around 30 miles per hour. Yeah, ostriches are fast.
Welcome to Harami Wallace. Come behind me. I remember we were stuck here.
No.
I won't. Now I'm gonna record the safari thing.
That is improper. Disturb a community of birds and animals. Discard any litter. Cut or destroy any vegetation. Remove decimated roads or trails.
So please join us in our battle against poaching.
Oh no, not poaching. Yeah, against warthog.
For the health and safety of everyone, keep your face covering on at all times while in line and riding the attraction. Please keep your body together. Abide by the queue markings. and
We must stop poaching.
And also,
remember to wash your hands frequently
hippos
throughout
can
the
run
visit.
up to 30
Remember
miles
to
per hour.
sanitize
I
yourself
meant,
so that it's provided.
I meant warthogs.
Karibuni Harambee, vijana kutoka Kongo. Welcome to Harambee Wildlife.
Harambe
Stop
Live.
right here.
We're here. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pause. I mean, I'm gonna record the ride, and once we're done, then I'm gonna stop the video, and then I'm gonna do the part 4, another ride or something else maybe. Okay? So this ride only. Okay? Ta-da. Little babies.
Ethan,
I can't.
yeah,
No, it's rude.
Right now, the floor.
No, I just saw these kids looking at me. And I was like, wait, where?
A steering so far is You are entering reserve on National Wildlife. Please do not drop anything from your vehicle
Oh, there it is.
What?
The Simba.
Oh, that's cute.
No, it's ready to point. It's ready to record a stranger.
I dare you. I'll give you a bottle. You're such a pro. They're so
I'll do it.
When they pass by, you should just say, like this. They pass by mine. You going to
I'll do
You do it?
it. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead then.
Okay. Here goes nothing. Where's the dollar now?
No, you didn't. I didn't see you. No, I didn't see you. I didn't see you. Then against the wall. I didn't see you.
Give me my dollar. Give me my dollar. Give me my dollar.
No, it doesn't.
Give me my. How dare you? I'm gonna zoom into you now.
That's so rude to say that about your mother. The person that gave birth to you, that gave you life. Picture me and I'll leave Oh my God, start first
It's the magnificent Ethan. Just look at him. I mean, you can skip this part if you want. It's like taking up your time. This is taking long.
Sounds like you got it.
At least this one is going fast.
Then don't forget, when we're about to get on, lend me the phone. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
How's it wait?
Jumbo.
Oh, wait, look at it.
Pause if you need. Pause if you need.
It's probably 37 watching, which means it will make it 41. But there might be way more than 37.
Okay, here we go. Wait, no, the text.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Kilimanjaro Safari. Before you begin your trip, you should know that
Here we go. Ready, Carlos? Let's go.
to ensure a safe and pleasant trip, you should be in good health and sleep on high
It's time. Oh, yeah. It's time, guys.
aggravated by this expensive policy should not ride. Once you fold your
Ethan, be careful, please. Okay.
I know.
your hands, arms,
You're on camera.
and remember to watch your children.
Yeah. You excited?
Will be arriving soon.
Are you excited?
Enjoy your adventure
Are you excited?
Safari.
I'm excited too.
Bienvenidos a Kilimanjaro Safari.
Ethan, no. You're gonna fall.
There's one right there.
You're gonna fall.
Brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Incluye sus
Oh, that one's already taken. There it is.
Kilimanjaro Safari.
Watch your step,
I
okay?
know, I know.
Watch your step, Ethan.
I know.
You're gonna ride with Mama.
There we go.
Ethan, I need you to be really responsible with my phone, okay?
Okay.
Listen, come over here.
I want to watch wildlife.
Okay?
Hey, I don't know if you want to trust them with that. Or that extra, but
I can't take the phone.
No, no, no. We gotta record this ride. We haven't even recorded one yet. We haven't recorded one yet, unless you skipped one.
yeah, done.
But there hasn't been any so far. So part 4 is coming soon after this video. Wait,
That's Dante's
where's the Pokemon shirt?
And as we say in Harambe,
Careful.
to win Davis
careful.
means let's go. Alright, well, Jumbo friends, my name is
I promise.
We'll be
promise.
headed to the Harambe Wildlife Reserve today. Feel free to take as many pictures as you like. We are a photo
Ethan,
safari.
you
Just
need
make
to
sure
hold
you are
on
hanging
to
on
my
really
phone.
tightly to those cameras and cell phones. The warden does not allow me to stop if anything falls out. But if it does fall, please let me know.
Let me help
Also, a couple of
No.
important safety things
I'll
before we
help
get
you,
going.
okay?
First, please make sure we do stay fully and
Say hi.
completely seated at all times.
You can zoom
Keeping
in.
all of our hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the truck. I don't mind if kids are on your lap or on the seat next to you, as long as someone's moving around, being passed back and forth, or held
You,
up in the air.
you tell me,
Second
okay?
thing, everyone sitting between rows 1 and 9 must keep their face coverings on at all times. That's all the way over your nose and all the way down, covering your chin. As long as you follow those couple of things, it's going to be a pretty good safari. Now, this first area we are heading into is called the Little Itiri Forest. And out on our right-hand side, you might be able to catch a glimpse of an okapi. It's a sort of like reddish-brown colored animal with really, really fun white striped legs. Now, a lot of people believe that the okapi is related to a zebra because of its stripy legs, but it is actually the only known relative of the giraffe. They have a prehensile tongue that allows them to lick their own eyes and ears, much like giraffes can. Prehensile means it can move it in any direction that they like. They can even use it to grab onto their food as well. And up until about 1901, when the okapi was first discovered by the Western world, They were actually thought to be hallucinations because of how reclusive and shy they are. And still, to this day, we have literally no idea how many of them are even in existence. You can kind of see their tongue there. It is a little bit shorter than a giraffe tongue. Giraffe tongues are about 18 inches long or so. The Okapi's tongue is only about 12 inches long, just because they are a lot shorter than their cousins,
like a baby,
those
right?
giraffes. Now,
Babies
you
are
do see
born
a
18
couple
inches.
more animals coming up on the right. Once we make it around this turn, you can kind of see them. They're orange and on the side of this hill up here. They're called bongos. Bongos are actually known as the ghosts of the forest. That's because they are so very, very rarely seen.
Oh,
Not only are bongos nocturnal animals, so active at night, but they're also very shy. And they're extremely reclusive and skittish animals. They're kind of wandering in the road here. A few trucks in front of us, so it's taken us a minute to get through here. This is their home, so if they want to cross the road, then they're going to cross the road. And so you just kind of have to take our time by them here. They're up there. And once one bongo kind of crosses, all of them start to cross as well. Before we catch up with those bongos, on the left is a black rhino. You can kind of see its tail sticking out here on the left, and its little ears too. It's right against the wall. You can see it out here. You can tell that it's a black rhino because it's by itself. They're very solitary and territorial rhino species. They're typically found together only at nighttime and then during the mating season, and mothers and their calves. And that's pretty much it. They also have this pointed upper lip, which allows them to navigate around a lot of branches and bushes while they eat here in the forest. It's because they're browsers, so just like wander around and they'll eat off trees and bushes. Here's a little bit better view of those bongos. So they are primarily nocturnal, so you're very lucky to see them. The way that their horns are slicked back actually helps them run through the underbrush very, very, very quickly in order to stay hidden from their predators. All right, are you going to go in the road right there? No, you're just going to walk next to it? All right. So the grayish ones are their cousins, the greater kudus. I don't know if this bongo knows, but are you going to go in the road or no? You can go if you want to. I don't really care. Yeah, if you want to go in the road, go ahead. We'll wait for you. It's all right. All right, we're just going to wait here and wait for them to cross.
I don't
That way we're
have, I
not
don't
inching
have
up on them.
anything.
They
I
might
have
feel a little
band-aids
bit more
over there.
inclined to
Don't
cross.
touch it.
Just hang out here. I'm going to call the warden. Maybe not. Are you good? Are you good? Okay. I'm going to call the warden and let them know we were waiting for a minute. Oh no, they're crossing at their designated crosswalk. In the little path they always cross at.
Oh wow, we never see these.
Yeah, look. They always miss this.
Say when one of them goes, all of them go too. So we just have to hang out here. This apparently, the other spots apparently were not good enough crossing here for the bongos, so they're going to cross here. They're actually crossing on kind of a designated trail that they made, which they know is like a safe path through the forest. Here, everywhere is technically a safe path for them because we always yield to them.
no tengo
But
nada.
in the forest out in the wild, they find those little safe trails that they know
I'll get
are
you a
safe.
band-aid at first aid,
And they
okay?
know the route, and that way they can all kind of follow them a little bit too. If you notice, they're all kind of going down the same pathways, or very, very similar, like the ones on the hill. They kind of are wandering down their pathway, and that one's probably going to try to make sure it's rounded everybody up or eat, depending on what it wants.
There's another one back there.
Now their cousins are the grayish ones, the greater kudus. And those are actually female greater kudu, you can tell, because they don't have horns. Male kudu horns can be about 6 feet long. So we gotta wait for this last one to cross. Once it does, we'll be good to go.
Bye, bongos. Say bye, bongos.
So there's the last view of the bongos. They're just
Beautiful.
so darn beautiful. You can't be mad at them for crisscrossing the road here. Now the biggest threat to the animals in the forest is of course deforestation. Not just for paper products or lumber, but also due to the mining of a metal known as coltan. Coltan is found in a lot of our favorite electronics, most commonly in cell phones. So by simply taking a few extra minutes to recycle those items when we do need to upgrade them, we can make a really, really big impact on their habitats. We are checking out a river I know of. It is called the Safi River. And here on the left, kind of behind the island, is a bloat of the Nile hippopotamus. Hippos are actually some of the largest and most dangerous animals in all of Africa. Not because of what they eat, they are vegetarians. It's mostly due to how big they are. They can weigh around 5,500 pounds and their bite is strong enough, it can crush a crocodile. On the island, all those gray and white birds are pink-backed pelicans. A group of them is called a pod. Pink-backed pelicans get their name from the dusty rose color that's on their back. A lot of people think it's only there during mating season, but it's actually there all the time. It just becomes a more obvious color during mating season. Also on the left is a float and a bass of Nile crocodile.
Oh.
They're called a float when they're underwater and a bass when they're on
Oh,
land.
look at that.
I don't know why they have
Ooh.
names, but they do. They are inactive for the vast majority of the day. It's because, like most reptiles, they are cold-blooded, and they need to save their energy for when they have to eat, which is only about once a week to about once a month or so, depending on how much they eat at once. They can actually eat about half of their body weight in one sitting, and they can weigh over 500 pounds, which means they can eat about 250 pounds all in one sitting. It's like eating a holiday dinner and then sitting on a couch for 3 hours when you've eaten too much. It's kind of like that, but it's an all-day thing for those crocodiles. As cool as they are, I do think of going to take us off here into a different ecosystem, and that's because a different ecosystem means different animals. We're actually heading here into the savannah and the Serengeti grasslands. The landscape does allow us to see animals all the way across to the other side. However, to make things a lot easier for everyone, myself as well as for you, we're just going to talk about the animals as we pass them. Trust me, I enjoy looking at them just as much as you all do, and I do get very, very easily distracted, so we're just going to pretend like we don't see them to avoid any awkward silence kind of as we go by. So we'll start with the African wild dogs who are taking a nap here on the left. They're tan and black and white. They're what's called crepuscular animals, which means that they're primarily active at dawn and dusk. So being the middle of the day, literally like you're about 6 minutes away from the middle of the day, so which would be noon. They don't do a whole lot. It's mostly just to avoid the heat of the day, although it's not really hot here, that's fine. They're actually some of the most successful and dangerous predators in all of Africa. They are more successful at hunting than lions, cheetahs, and hyenas combined. It's because they not only hunt as a group, but because they chase their prey down till their prey falls over from exhaustion. The darker brown antelopes on your left are called sable antelopes. They're pretty territorial animals, and not very friendly, so I'm surprised they're letting everybody get this close to them. The smaller tan and white ones are called springboks. They get their name from their incredible ability to jump. They can jump about 6 feet straight up in the air, about 13 forward, and do what's called prunking, which they do when they're like scared or startled. On both the right and the left, there are some zebra foals, which are little baby zebras. That one's hiding in the trees. The other one's just kind of
It's so cute, puppy.
It's so cute.
Super cute. It's a baby.
The baby animals are always adorable. I don't think I've ever seen a baby animal that I did not think was like the cutest thing on the planet. They're all adorable. A group of zebras like that one is called a dazzle. And these ones are the Hartmann's mountain zebras, just better known as a mountain zebra. Dipping tubs have got thicker stripes only on their back legs. They're also the only zebra species with what's called a dewlap, which is a little extra flap of skin on their neck. Now the giraffes are just a little smidgy too close for us to stop, so as long as my tires are moving, I try to stop, right? So we're just going to kind of find ones that might be a little bit farther away, and then we can stop for them. As fun as it sounds, they like to poke their heads inside, which sounds fun, except that I have to do paperwork, and I don't really feel like doing this today. It's such a nice day, I don't feel like sitting inside. And like, I'm not talking like one piece of paper. There's like 4 or 5, and then you got to like sign it. And so we just wait until they're farther away. A group of giraffes is actually called a tower, which is perfect for them because they do in fact tower over everything. Adults can stand anywhere between about 18 and 20 feet tall, which makes them the tallest animals in the world. There's more coming up here on the right. Now when their babies are born, they're usually around 4 to 6 feet tall, but they do vary a little bit like humans. Sometimes they're taller than others. It just depends on their genetics. The grayish animals are the white-bearded wild beasts. They're also called gnus, after the grunting sound they make. And the large cattle in the trees there are the Anacoli cattle. They're also called the Watusi cattle, after the tribe that was first to domesticate them. Here's more of those giraffes, including a bunch of little baby ones. Each baby does have their own mom. It's because their pregnancy is around 18 months long. Way too much stress on the mom to have a lot of calves close together, so look at another one eating a stick. It's so cute. So they all have different moms, but they do have the same dad. Now this little calf here is actually eating off an acacia bush, which is one of their absolute favorite spots. It's very sweet. But if you would notice, the acacia bush is also in here on the right. They have very long and sharp thorns. Their tongue is prehensile, so they can move in any direction that they like. They can navigate around a lot of those thorns, but their digestive systems are super powerful, and they can actually eat 1 or 2 of those thorns, and it won't really affect them very much. Giraffes actually eat like 99% of the day, around 20 hours. It's because they're what's called a ruminant, and they have a 4-compartment stomach. And all their food goes right through all 4 of those compartments, so they eat a lot. But on the other hand, they don't really waste time sleeping. They only sleep for about 30 minutes a day. Out on the right is an elephant doing what he does best, looking beautiful. Just hanging out back there. Now typically, in the middle of the day like this, elephants are usually found in the shade. It's mostly because of their skin. Their skin is so sensitive that raindrops can actually hurt their skin. So sunshine does get quite warm for them. Like I said, it's not super hot today.